Okay. So I'm just going to show you every step I take in publishing each post on my blog. Do you get? And you'll be expected to do the same. Basically, there might actually be three types. Now, um, there might actually be three types of posts you will be making. I think the first will be now, and also that five may not be all the time. Like I said, it might actually be lesser. You get, or sometimes higher. Do you get? But I would like it to be higher because the reason why I'm making this, actually doing this or trying this experiment, is to get more publication of posts. You get, so it will reduce the work of publication from me. I think there's one other guy I'm sending this to actually. So to reduce the publication this thing from me while I have time to do technical SEO. Do you get? So there will be three types of posts you'll be making. One is publication of new posts, and then there will be publication of updates of posts. Do you get? And then there will also be um just editing of posts. Now I'm just going to publish a new post. This is the first kind of post you'll be making. So to publish a new post, basically I have people writing for me on my WhatsApp here. You can see these are the people that write for me, and based on how many content they are able to send back to me, I pay them based on that. Do you get? So I'm just going to take one that I've not published already. I think I've published all these. Like a new post. Let me just see. And something like these most expensive planes in the world. So this is the post written by this guy now. So basically what I'll do is he sends it in doc format. So basically copy everything. Now I will take it to my notebook app. Now I don't know if you will want to do things exactly the way I do them, but maybe you should just do them the way I do them. So I have this notebook app over here. It has just few notes. So I basically come here. This is the one I've done before. So I will have to copy everything. I'll have to copy everything, then delete it, then paste this new one now that I have here. So this is basically everything. This is the boost I just copied now. So what I will have to do is, first is I will have to change this to sentence, or like put them in the first letter in caps. So this is what I will do. This is actually going to be the keyword still. So I don't know if you've been using Yoast already. So this is a most expensive plane. Now you need to create like at least one paragraph depending on how the intro is. Do you get? Like this one now, if you see there is actually paragraph. The thing is, like, you just have to paragraph them very well. Do you get? Now we have the most expensive planes now, which is now the content of the work. You see what I'm doing here. So you after the first point, um colon, then you enter your this thing. You shift the this thing to fit there. Now if you notice, what I'm doing here is giving one space, sorry, yes, just one space as paragraph. Do you get? Because by the time I put it inside the WordPress editor, now it will be fine. Like this way I'm doing it now, that is how it will be. There is no point, like, I don't know how, if you're understanding what I'm saying. Do you get? But just follow what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say is that the way I'm editing it now is what is best for the WordPress editor. So I don't have to go to WordPress editor and start re-editing again, or doing so much editing. So I have this now. I'm still editing it. So I'll shift this to this point, put colon. You see there is a paragraph here, so I will paragraph it properly, and then there is a paragraph here. I'll paragraph it properly. Shift this as well. So there's a paragraph here. I'll paragraph it properly. There's a paragraph here. So then here too, just one text. Now this colon should be like this. Like the colon should just be immediately after the point. Then one space. This thing. Then the content of that paragraph. You get? If you notice what I'm doing, just exactly how this thing is now. You get? Now I'm still paragraphing. Now there is a paragraph here, so we also have to add a paragraph to it. There is a paragraph here, we also have to add a paragraph to it. Then space qua. You get. Then there's a paragraph here. Then we also have to add a paragraph to it. Then there's a paragraph here, we also have to add a paragraph to it. Get. So let me just start from the bottom. Now if you notice, there's usually conclusion for every post, because this is the format I told them to be writing it. So just take note of those things, and take note of the paragraphs as well, because you have to format it properly. Do you get? So it will be nice on the editor. So I believe everything has been done. Now this is step 1 after paragraphing it properly using your editor. Now if you don't, the editor I use here is Writer P. Do you get? I don't know if you have an editor. If you don't have an editor, you can just use this one still. Now the second step is now for you to fulfill the internal linking this thing checklist of SEO. Now you have to how I do this thing is, how I put my internal links is actually I come here. Now I use also or recommended. So I will say recommended, I'll put space. You see what I'm doing here now, and then I'll add one of my articles. Now in this case I'm just going to add the article I already know that is already in my blog. Do you get? But in your own case you will have to go to the blog to check articles that I've written before. Do you get? Now not basically going to the admin part of the blog. You can go to the bottom. There is a plugin I added there that actually randomizes posts, so you can take any post there, or you can just check for posts in that particular field or in that category that I've written before, and just post it. So this is about expensive things. So I can just write most expensive cars in the world. I've written on this, so I know it's definitely there. Now I'll give 2 paragraphs, or like I'll give 2 points space before I add another one. So I added one before number 1. I'm going to add another one after number 2. So recommended, or I will use also because I've used recommended now. Also see, I'll put advantages and disadvantages of insurance. I'll give another. I'll leave 11 and 14 now. And 4. 3 and 4. Then I will now go to recommended again. Countries with the best education system in the world. Do you get? I'll leave 5 and 6. And then I'll go to the next one. Also see what is something related to most expensive that I've written before. I'll just say most. Okay. Best. I don't know. You can just use anything, anything on finance or anything that I have written before. You can go to the blog post to check. For instance, if you go to my blog over here, my blog is Biz Scholarly. So if you go to my blog over here, it will load. I don't know why this thing is taking so much time. So you can come over here. These are posts that I've made before, and these posts are randomized. They are not always the same. So if you refresh this page now, it will change. So I have advantages and disadvantages of a written constitution. You paste it here. Get. I leave 7 and 8, and then I'll come to recommended again. I'll look for something. Now the best way to find something under a particular niche, for instance, would be for you to come here and look for financial tips. So under here you have, let's just check anything on finance that I've written before. So here I have highest paying jobs in Canada. These are posts that I've made before. Do you get? Actually the process is quite long, it's quite long. So then I'll now it is here, simple. Now this is now we also have to add a paragraph here if it's too much, or we can leave it qua. So this is actually second step. You get internal linking. Now for this, I usually add a single this topic. Now I usually add it before the numbering. Do you get? For topics that have number, or when if it is a topic that doesn't have number, I will just put it there. Like at that point where the article answers the question, I'll put it there. Or if there is a kind of article to be too, you won't have to put it there. Do you get? So I'll put that same topic title here, which is also my keyword. Now I'm going to put here, in order to just make it a little bit fancy. I'm like make it different from what is already at the top. I'll put top 10 because they are top 10 most expensive plane in Nigeria. Then I'll put 2023. Do you get? Because we're in 2023 now. So this is actually step 3. Now what you have to do is to now find keyword related keywords to this particular keyword, or similar phrases to this. Now what I usually do, how to find it easily, is I will copy that exact phrase, go to Google, paste it there, and then start copying topics that I feel like is closest to it. So for instance, this is most expensive private jet. This is almost the same thing. I'll copy it till I get to like 10. We have most expensive plane. I'll copy it. This one too. What was the world's most expensive plane? I'll copy it too. Then look at related keywords to here. Now most expensive jets owned by billionaires. I'll copy it too. So I get to like 10. Then who owns the most expensive private jet in the world? I'll copy it too. Then most expensive plane ever built. I'll copy it too. Do you get? I'll copy it too. Then luxurious private jets for sale. I'll copy it too. Most expensive presidential jet in the world. I'll copy it too. I believe I have gotten up to 10. Now it is this thing that I will use first of all for my meta description, which will be in the meta description page placed in used. So what I have to do is, first of all, I'll find those keywords that are not too far from what is at the top. So we have most expensive jet in the world. I'll just put it there, full stop. Then I'll put luxurious or just edit this one. Okay, luxurious private jets in the world, or ever. I can just put luxurious private jet ever. Then I can also put something like who owns the most luxurious most expensive plane. It should be owned. Then it should not pass more than 3.5 line in this particular editor. You get? So we are now going to, let me look for, okay, I've not put something like the most expensive plane. I can't put world most expensive plane again because I already have this particular keyword already. So I already have I think this should be who owns the world most expensive plane, right? Who owns the world most expensive plane? So I can't put world most expensive plane again because this first phrase already has it. You get? So it should be one for each. Like one, all the this thing you should put here should be like unique. Do you get? You can also put most expensive private jet by billionaires, but if you notice, this is too much. This is too much, so I can't put it. It's more than 3.5 line, so I'll have to look for something. Okay, I can shift this one now. In this metal description that I'm creating here, it must contain the exact keyword too at the top. Do you get? So what I have now, I've been able to catch up now, is who owns the world's most expensive plane, most expensive private jets, luxurious plane, private jets ever, then most expensive planes in the world. Do you get? You see now, the last one, most expensive plane in the world, is what we have here as the keyword. Do you get? So we successfully added the keyword in the metal description. Can you see? So this is actually what is going to be our metal description. Now, how do I now publish it? So for this one now, I have to now, because I need pictorial this thing, pictures to put to make this post more entertaining, or yes, more entertaining or more captivating. I will have to go download each of these posts. Yeah, this is not a really easy process, but like I just have to do it for all of my posts. So this is the gist that they're talking about. So I have to snap it, right? Sorry, I have to download it. Now I have to download. You have to download at least 8 of them. If it is 10, you get. But if it is less than 10, then you have to download all of them. You get. So this is the jet they are also talking about. Now these are the pictures we want to be in that particular post. Do you get? So I will also download it to come down to. So this is actually what I go through for each post that I make on my post on my blog. You get. So this is the one they are talking about too. If you notice, it's actually like the exact it's a particular picture that Google is showing us. So like these planes are specific planes. So I'm going to download everything. I don't think I've downloaded. Okay, I downloaded it. So this is 6. But this one we might just get 8 pictures. So this is the jet too. So this is the step where you just get the pictures first. You get. So if it's clear now, we download it. Now we now go. The next step now is for us to now go to my next app I use in editing, which is Logopit. Now the aim of me using this Logopit is for me to change the image the image name of these pictures. So basically I'm going to look for a picture that will fit all the planes I've mentioned so far. I'm just going to click here. Now if you click here, you're basically going to changing the background. Whereas if you click here, you're just applying an image on top of this background. You get. So if the background is purely white of the image, you should just place that image on top of this one, so it will be white, no noticeable. But if the background is maybe one other color, then you can just make it a background. As long as it will be clearer, it will be fine. So this, how many pictures did we even download? This is showing me 7. Okay, sure. So first of all, I'll pick this one, and then I'll widen it so it will show. Now for this picture, I'll just edit it a little, make it sharper, so that it will be clearer. So this is the picture. Now I will save it. You get. Now Logopit will ask me what name do I want to save it with. That is where I will now put one keyword. Do you get? That is where I will now put one of those keywords that I copied, that I said it has to be 10. Now I don't know the keyboard you're using too, but basically everything in this phone helps me to do SEO. So basically those keywords I copied, then they are in my clipboard. If you use, I use Swift as my keyboard, so they are my clipboard. So what I just have to do is to start pasting them. So if I paste this one, I delete it. You get? I save the image. So this is one. Now I will have to put another picture again. The next picture, which is this one, and then I'll widen it as well. Then I don't know, this is not really, this one does not really fit, so I might just look for something that will fit. Let me look for something that will fit. So for this one, I'll just put it here like this, and okay, it fits. Now I'll put this here, then save this picture, then save it with something luxurious private jet, delete it, then save it. Do you get? The reason why I'm deleting it is so that two pictures will not have the same the same name. Do you get? The next one is this one. I will also save it. Do you get? Using a particular keyword I copied. So these are just different keywords. I'm going to use private jets in the world. Paste it here. This is all part of what I go through for every post. Do you get? Then I'll also do another one, which is this one, and then I'll save it. This one is not really that clear, but I'll just make it sharper a bit. Then I'll save it. See.
Better than market conditions. Trade with zero commissions and instant withdrawals. Exness.
So this is not going to be easy. I don't really know, but any amount you can actually make a day is totally fine for me. So I will have this saved. Then I will do it. I will save this one.
Looking for collateral to get a loan? Download the Fair Money app to get collateral free loans of up to 1 million naira today.
This is the last one. Okay, not the last one, I think. Still have this one, so I'll save it too. You should remove signs when
looking for collateral to get a loan. Download the Fair Money app to get collateral free loans of up to 1 million naira today.
Then I'll save this one to the last one now. This is the last one I'm going to save. So I don't think this keyword does not make sense, so I'll just use something else. I don't delete this one now. So I'll just use world's most expensive plane. So I'll say
hello guys, if you're long
I'm done with everything now. It's now publication that is left. So I've done the editing, I've prepared this thing, keyword and everything. And what I just have to do is come here, copy everything, then copy. Do you get? Now I will now go to my website. Now I believe the dashboard will be exactly, or if not exactly the same, it will be close to what I already have for this Scholarly here. So what I will do is, first is I'll go to my post. Because it's a new post, I'm click on this post. You get? So you can look for any other way you want to use to implement everything I've just implemented. Do you get? Depending on what you feel is convenient for you. I'm doing what is convenient for me. Do you get? So notice what I'm doing here now. So first is, when you come, it will be like this. Do you get? Let me delete everything here. You get? But you now have to shift to text. You get? Before you paste the raw this thing you just copied. You get? And immediately you post it, you copy the meta description, but you cut it because you're taking it off the post. The meta description should not be in the post. Now you turn this thing front. Now this is how I make publication for myself. You get so this one we have first of all, this one will bold it, put it in italics, then you can just bold it if you want. You get so now this post, this second title that I added here, that I added top 10, you give it a heading of 2, then you now put all the links you did this thing. You now start adding the links. So we have most expensive cars. It should show up now. So I already have that here. Now all the points too, make sure that they are in bold. I don't know where I should keep this. All the points too, you also make sure they are in bold. So you have these points too. So we have insurance, because advantage and disadvantage of insurance. I think it should just bring out the insurance or something. So countries with the best education system. So you can just say best education system, and it will show you, bring you, okay, we have in Africa and we have in the world. So I used in the world, then you also continue. So basically this is everything I go through for each post. So we have written constitution. So we have written constitution. Sorry, this thing is on written constitution. So it will show me advantages and disadvantages for non-written constitution. So we also have this. So I have this as well. So I also have this. Highest paying jobs in Canada. So already have it here. Actually, this is not an easy process, but because I have familiarized myself with it, it becomes something like a easy for me. You get. Now we have also most profitable businesses in Ghana. You can just put Ghana, because I have so many posts on Ghana, but because this is the most recent, it will show first. So now the conclusion too, you just bold it. Now this is the final step. Now you now take. Now this is most expensive plane, and I think it should be under financial tip. Though it's not a financial tip, but it has to do with finance. So let it just stay there. Now for all the planes, you're going to now post the images according to how you got them. So first you come here, which was the first plane we edited. This one from the bottom. So we had this one. I'll just, to make things faster, I'll just put 3 first, so that it will load before it gets in. So I won't put too much so that I can identify them. So we have most expensive. Listen, all I have to do is copy all these things. You see the title, saved it the way I saved it in that P something image and my logo P editor. You get? So I will just carry that same thing, the same keyword, paste it in both the alternate text, the title text, caption and description. You get? And then paste it. You get? We'll go for the next plane. Put this here. Copy this one too. Select or copy, then paste it for here. Paste as the alternate text, paste it here as description to publish. Then here too the same thing. So basically that is what we'll be doing. We'll do copy to paste here, paste here, paste here, and then you're good. Now we're going to go to the next one. So we've published the first 3 images. I would advise you take them 3 so they won't confuse you. So we publish this one, the next 3, and we've done these 3, this one and this one. So first is this one. Sometimes they might scatter, that is why you must be able to identify them yourself. They might scatter trying to publish one before the other, or trying to publish them at the same time. Might just scatter, not the way it should be here. So we just paste everything. I think this one is the second one after this one at the center. So you paste this one too, paste it here, and paste it here. Then you go to 3. This is this one. Copy this one. Copy paste. Copy paste. Copy paste.